I plan for this car to be running and driving by and then the countdown will begin. If I do not get this car to run and drive by that date, I'm actually selling it. Woman power! Hey, what's up you guys? It's Rina. Welcome back into another one of my really just all over the place videos with this 2J swap. Obviously, you saw with the title, I fucked up. Yeah, pretty much all it comes down to is that I fucked up. It could have been worse though, however, because the motor isn't run yet. So at least there's that. And I'm a big firm believer in do things right the first time. But unfortunately, with the first time that I put the motor together, I had a little bit different of power goals back then. I was thinking I was gonna run, 550 around 6 normal. And then every now and then I was planning on running my 1000 horsepower tune on ethanol. Times have changed. I plan on running 1000 more often. Obviously, because my goals changed, I need to make sure that everything can withstand the power. So instead of making 1000 horsepower here and there every now and then, causing extreme strain on components like the main caps and a couple things here and there, I just figured I'm gonna go ahead and essentially try to make 1000 horsepower reliably. So in order to do that, I'm gonna need what's in this box. First, any guesses? All right, 3, 2, 1. We've got billet main cap. Oh my god! Wow! Yeah, that's pretty cool. So in order to make 1000 horsepower, if you have looked at my previous video, I'll link it or something right here. When I built this motor, there were a couple of things that I wasn't 100% sure on if I really needed to upgrade them or not, because again, I had different power level goals and I wasn't planning on consistently running 1000 horsepower. So there were some things back then that I did not upgrade in the motor that I was willing to take a chance with because I knew I wasn't going to be running 1000 horsepower very often. Now that my goals have changed, I figure, if a lot of other things are built for 1000 horsepower, why not make everything built for it and then just not have to worry about it so that I can run the tune as much as I want. So these billet main caps in combination with my ARP main studs that I actually probably should have had before anyways will allow me to run 1000 horsepower, I guess a bit safer, if you will. So that's always a plus. Pretty much, I figured if I put all the money into this thing, I might as well just put a little bit more in, take some time, tear it down, put it all back together the right way, and get it right so that I can not have to worry about it later. Pretty much, that is the main reason for tearing down the block. I have to pretty much rip it all apart, all the way down to the bearings. I already had my block board, machined, everything. So the downside to that is that I have to have it line honed and remachined in order to fit said billet main caps. So that really sucks. Gotta tear everything apart. But you know what they say, at the pit of the downfall comes the rise of the triumph. So it's not a saying. Did you believe that shit? Yeah, I came up with that shit on the spot. I just pulled it out of my ass really quick. Yeah, anyways, I still gotta bullshit around. Wow. It might take a while to get the block back from getting machined and everything, and we'll work on the head. I plan on doing some stuff with that as well. And, we have lots of other stuff to work on, so don't worry. I'm still gonna put out videos every single week for you guys. We're still gonna be getting progress done on this, just a minor setback. So let's get to it. Yay! Oh god. I wish this car wasn't so low. You could just adjust it, I guess, but not my priority right now. Jack is screaming to be oiled, and it's just not gonna happen.
Ain't gonna happen.
And it's just, when I put this motor back in after I rebuilt it and everything, planning on just ripping the dash bar out so that it goes in a lot easier. Getting the trans in with it, with Kyler on top of it, yeah.
Flashback. End of flash.
I don't want to do that again, so pretty much just planning on taking the dash bar off so we can go just straight in, make it a lot easier. I'd rather do this now than to have to do it later and have a whole bunch of stuff in the way, because right now, this motor is just held in with, 2 bolts, 1 for each mount. Plus, the chains and everything are already on there from when I took it out in last episode, so it'll be easy to pull, and it should be easy to pull apart, too. I'm just curious, if I just built this thing and, the head gasket is crushed in there kind of thing, because it hasn't heated up, do you think it would be fine if I took it off and put it back on? It's an MLS stock GTE gasket. I feel like it would be okay, but just don't want to fuck anything up. You can't ever be too careful. Maybe one of you guys knows. Drop me a comment, let me know. Also, sorry if I'm a little bit low energy. It's just, kind of hard to be excited about taking your shit apart start and going back on your progress. So, womp womp.
And put in a cage.
Wah,
I read
wah.
about...
Yeah. It appears the trans is like stuck in the hole that I made. That calls for the dead blow. I love the dead blow. Hey, you bitch. It's time to come out. I've had enough of your sassy behavior. Get out. Ooh. Never underestimate a dead blow. This thing? Dude, this thing has got some fucking use to it, if you see that. Yeah. I used to get laughed at the shop for using my dead blow to knock the tie rods when I was doing alignments. Who's laughing now, Carl? I love this thing. Let's go ahead and pull her out. Needs to go up a lot. There she is. Come on out. Come on home to mama. Easy peasy. Okie dokie. Dude, it's just so funny. That shit works, man. How did I lose a whole tire? Here it is. Okay. Toss this on here for the motor and get the trans jack for the trans. So the idea here is just to do pretty much reverse of what I did before. Okay, yeah, you're going a little, you're doing too much. Okay, we're doing a lot. You tell them a dealer check that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. I never really worked with these things before. I just worked in shops. And I drop motors out the bottom of the car with the subframe. It's a hell of a lot easier than this bullshit, I'll tell you that. Oh, damn. My point exactly. So this is gonna come over here. You've made it this far. May 16th is the run and drive date. Woo! So new day, obviously I look different. So yeah, I kind of got stuck in the oil pan last night, and I also knew that it was gonna be a bitch to get the like ATI crank snout off, because I didn't post a video of me putting it on, but dear God, I struggled with it so bad. So I knew it was gonna be probably a little bit of a bitch to get off, and I've heard from a lot of people that you really need like the ATI tool to pull it off without suffering a terrible fucking painful death. Yeah, pretty much I could have ordered one, but my buddy Tyler actually had one because he has a 1J swapped into his car, and he already bought the tool. So that saves us a lot of time and energy and money. So shout out to Tyler. Tyler's a G, Tyler's a pimp. I was struggling with the oil pan. I told him about it and he gave me his little wood chipping tool. So we're gonna try to shove that in there and try to get the sealant off of this pan. It's freshly sealed. The motor never ran.
Obviously.
It's gonna be a bitch. I tried for like half an hour yesterday. Off we go! Dude, that was a little bitch. Just like me. Dear God. Come on. Oh God. How's that happening? Is there a crack? Oh, that's a crack. Fuck! Beep. Dude, really? 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 Did you have to? Just from me trying to pry it. Fuck! There we go. If I hold this one, it could be the wrench slipping off. It's probably the wrench slipping off.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed.
Okay, so I just ran to AutoZone to go get this wrench, and it's just of like fucking comedic size. This is fucking stupid. I tried everything. I could not get it off. I don't have the fucking strength for this shit. It's really on there. I can't get it.
Be my knight in shining armor and help me get it off. You're just so strong and big.
Ooh, I see it moving. Yeah, Tyler, you got it. I couldn't do this shit. Ooh, I can see it pressing out. Fuck it up. Okay, hold on. Ooh, it's coming out. Dude, I'm watching it. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Whoa! Yay! Oh god, that was, I just did so much work. Yay! 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 Thank you! I love you so much. That thing fucking sucks. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I did to the timing cover when I put that shit on. Yeah, I used a heat gun and like fuck that shit up. But it's okay, because we're gonna get a new one. Gucci belt. Gucci belt. Gucci.
Free Gucci.
Now I can take the crank out. I gotta pull off the timing gear too.
What?
A puller that I don't have. Okay, so I got a regular crank puller kit from AutoZone, and I got these long bolts that I use to press this crank timing gear on with, and I put them in there, and then to make them fit into the tool, I got 2 washers.
Brother, this guy stinks!
On each one. Yeah, and I'm thinking if I could just bang on this with my dead blow, I'm thinking that this will come off. So we're gonna try that. All right. Well, you know. Oh, there it is. Voila. Voila. Was it silly? Yep. Did it work? Also, yeah. Also, look at the washers. Look at the washers. This is ridiculous. Can we get a close up on the washers? Look at that. Oh, them Johns. So far from straight. Sorry, I just realized that footage was out of focus. Man, I'll just get the big pry bar. Hold on. Get this oil pump out of here. I only have a pry bar this big, so I wish it was for theatrics, but I literally broke my small one, so I only have a big one. I didn't even have oil in here, but I think it's leaking all the assembly grease.
Wait.
Wonderful. You know, could you come off? Okay, there she is. Final spin overs until it's rebuilt. Next time I do this, you're gonna see billet main caps. She does spin. Alright. Tappy. Tappy until the cap comes loose. There we go. Alright, we got bearing cap 2 out. Let's take this piston out. Gentle. Alright, our first piston out. By the way, if anyone was wondering, I have boost line rods. Wiseco makes them. Yeah, these are cool. Check them out. There you go. The first piston is out. CP heads with Wiseco boost line rods. These rods are really sick. If you change out the hardware from what I have to the 2000 ARPs, they actually hold over 1500 horsepower. So yeah, really crazy strong rods. And now we will be going back to the machine shop block with crank to install these. Check these puppies out. These things are literally gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. I have induction performance ones, if anyone was wondering. I am so excited for these to be in there. The long and awaited, of course, ARP main stud. Yeah! I should have had these before, honestly, but I didn't. I knew that I was pushing it, stock main caps and the stock main cap bolts even. So yeah, I fucked up. I just want to be able to push 1000 reliably now, and I didn't want to do that before. So now we have the tools for success, and I cannot wait to get it back and get everything back together, because this sucks.
Well, this sucks.
Off to the machine shop it goes. Alright, But so yeah, the Jay-Z is now once again loaded up in the car, ready to go to the machine shop. Insane. Sucks that I have to do this again, but oh well. It'll be better in the end, and it'll be cooler. This is what my garage has become. Let me comment below. Let me know what you think about reusing this gasket. Like I said, it is an OEM MLS gasket for the GTE. I didn't run the car or anything. It's only been clamped down twice. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I honestly think that I could run it, but you know, you can't ever be too careful. I don't know. I feel like I should replace it for good measure, but again, I don't know. So there's that. And then of course we've got all the pistons and everything. I am planning on swapping out these buckets. If I had a magnet, I could, but anyways, all these buckets are actually going to come out, and I'm gonna swap them out with DLC coated shimless buckets. So I might have to take the head down to the machine shop to have the valves tipped to fit them, or I could go along and do it about the hard way, where I actually measure all of the shims in every single place and order buckets accordingly. Let me know if any of you guys know anything about that. So yeah, lots and lots of fun stuff going on. It sucks that I have to take it apart, but you know, we're gonna be coming back better and stronger. And also, at the end of the day, it's just a motor. I mean, what am I out? A couple seals and stuff? No problem. It's also really easy to put back together. This motor's like a piece of cake. So yeah, it shouldn't take too long to put it back together. Honestly, I give it like maybe a week at the most. I'm just waiting for the machine shop. It's gonna take a couple weeks. And then other than that, I should just be waiting on parts. And I'm sure I'll get my parts in before I even get the stuff back from the machine shop. We should be back together and running relatively soon. If you missed the actual date, I released the literal date that is going to be running and driving somewhere in the video, so you'll have to go back and watch it to find it. Haha. I plan for this car to be running and driving by and then the countdown to first run and drive will begin. And if I do not get this car to run and drive by that date, I'm actually selling it. So yes, very exciting. A lot of stuff going on. I will see you guys in the next one. Meow.